Welcome back to Gamer Sanctuary. It's a hot and rainy day here in Flint. Muggins has the day off from work, and I finished my stuff early to come over here and get in a couple games of Warmachine in preparation for the Michigan Cup in, 2.5 weeks? Yeah, just about 3 weeks. September 14th, we got, almost 3 weeks. So 50-point game. We're going to set up deployment and show the armies off during deployment to kind of save some time. All right, let's take a look at the table and our deployment. I have my storm wall set up back here with a unit of field mechanics and 5 gobbers ready to repair him if necessary. I have eHaley for today with her 8 focus. She is going to be bonded to the storm wall, so he does get the movement bonus whenever he's in her control range. And then I have a lot of advanced deploy units. Everything else in my entire army was advanced deploy. I have a pair of hunters who are going to take up some firing positions over here. And then 2 each of the trencher chain gun crews over here. Trencher master gunners are here and here, and 2 grenadiers as well. So Haley's running 5 jacks, and the grenadiers are going to get all the free reloads from being next to the trencher guys. So they aren't going to need a whole lot of focus unless I want to boost them for a turn. And then right in the middle we have Captain Max Finn, and he's going to be hopefully giving all my trenchers a lot of bonuses to their shots, a lot of +2 to their attack rolls, and maybe taking out some of those high armor Immortals Mike has over here. Speaking of which, we'll take a look. We've got a squad of Immortals with the Ancestral Guardian. Mammy, of course, making it. Did we decide is Mammy a boy or girl?
It's a girl. Mammy's
a girl. All right, so Mammy's making her 2nd appearance in a bat rep. Xerxes, as well, is Mike's caster. Still trying to work out the bugs with him. Unit of the Citrati. Is that the Basilisk Kreia behind the... Yep, right there. And what's that one called?
Cyclops Raider.
The Cyclops Raider. Took that in the list specifically just to give snipe to the Mammoth. And then we have, was it Beast Handlers in back?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the Extoller Stalwart who gives out Eyeless Sight.
All right, which isn't going to do a whole lot of good because there's not a whole lot of covering terrain, and there's nothing with stealth in my army. So, but that will definitely come in handy against armies that do. So we're going to move into turn 1. Turn 1 sees both of our armies advance. Everything in mine just advanced slowly and then dug back in to give them the high defensive bonuses. 1 hunter took up a spot on the hill and the others behind the wall. Bonded storm wall, walked forward and dropped some covering fire templates in one of his storm pods. That's about it for me. Haley did cast Deceleration to give me the defense bonus as well. Mike ran the Immortals forward and cast Defender's Ward on them. The Mammoth walked forward and tried to drop a shot on the Grenadier but was woefully short. Tried to get a lucky scatter though.
Even with snipe.
Even with snipe, he was still pretty short. The Kreia used her Animus, and everything within 2 inches of her gets +2 defense in armorist range. The Citrati are in shield wall, and what was the other thing you cast on them? Fury?
Fury.
Okay, and then that's about it. And everything else kind of moved up. Oh, the Mammoth also has Eyeless Sight cast on her. And that's it. So we're going to move into turn 2. And again, from here on out, we take it in tops and bottoms of turns. All right, what could have been a good round of shooting for me wasn't, thanks to some pretty low damage rolls. Daisy chaining over here, and over here with my Trencher and Grenadier units, I did manage to take out one of the Immortals with a Grenadier shot. Because they're armor 19 at the moment, it was not easy. The Hunter jumped down off the hill and took a shot at the Ancestor, with the armor-piercing round on a medium-sized base. It was straight dice for damage, and I only rolled a 4. So it's got 1 box left on the Ancestor. The other Hunter came down, and along with the Stormwall, shot at the Basilisk to try to eliminate some of those defense and armor buffs. Put a hurt on it, but it's still kicking. The Stormwall just didn't do enough damage with its big guns, and the Hunter actually missed. Haley cast Deceleration, and then we're going to go into Mike's turn. All right, Mike's turn was pretty nice. His Immortals basically did everything. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Mammy took some shots, and so did your Cyclops at the Hunter. They both did a fair amount of damage. The charging into the Hunter did rip off the left or the right arm, so the axe is crippled, and that one is missing his cortex. That one has his movement crippled, so he's in trouble. I'm sorry, that one has his movement crippled. The Grenadier is fine. One of my Master Gunners was killed, and Finn is okay. He didn't get touched, and the Stormwall did take some damage. But otherwise, everything kind of shimmied around. The Citrati are still sitting back there in shield wall. and we're looking to see if I can't push back. Nobody scored any control points this turn because we were both in the zone. So turn 3 coming up. All right, my turn 3. I spent an awful lot of effort killing those immortals that were standing in front of my storm wall so I could put 4 focus on them thanks to the bond and get a charge on the mammoth. I did everything. I moved Finn around and killed 2 of them with his anatomical precision. I had the Master Gunner come out here and scattergun 2 of them, failing to kill the one right in front of the storm wall. The Grenadier and the chain gun all shot at him, failed to kill him. I hit him a couple times, but failed to get through his armor. Finally, Haley actually had to just do it herself. She came into the ruins, took a shot with her pistol, boosted, missed. And then Arcane Blast, or Arcane, one of her Arcane energy spells, finally killed him, took him out. Nothing else happened here. The Hunter walked out of combat and took a shot at the Mammoth, but didn't do any damage. And this chain gun killed 1 more of the Immortals. So the Immortals are going to get a Vengeance move for free. And I repaired a whole bunch of boxes on the storm wall, and he did get that charge off on the Mammoth. But he's got so many boxes. After the first couple of hits, I actually just started thinning out some of the models around him. I killed the Kreia and whiffed on the Cyclops twice. So just a really bad round of rolls for me. We're going to move into Mike's turn 3, though, and see if the storm wall can survive.
All right, that big hole in the middle of the table shows just how big a jerk Mike is. He riles up the Mammoth, uses Xerxes' feet, and just pummels him to death. I think it only took, 3 swings? 2?
I didn't have to use my tusks.
Ugh.
I rolled
even worse.
hot.
Yeah, he rolled really good. As bad as I was rolling on damage, he was rolling hot. 19 damage on 1 swing. That got 19 through my armor on 1 swing. It was brutal. I also wrecked the Hunter with the immortal solo person, whatever it's called.
Ancestral Guardian.
Whatever. Mike's the Ancestral Guardian. And that was it. The rest of the Immortals failed to do anything to that Grenadier. And the Zytrati all ran on towards the flag. So we're still 0-0 in points. And I am minus a Storm Wall and a Hunter and not looking good.
All right, things are still not looking good for me. I managed to drop 1 of the Zytrati over here with a couple boosted shots from my Grenadier. I repaired most of the Hunter's damage boxes over here with the mechanics, and that's about it. I killed all the Immortals, but that stupid Guardian is keeping me from getting the control point right here. Haley came out, dropped a time bomb on the blob back over here, so they're at -2 defense and speed, and she also did use her feet. So Mike's going to have to make a lot of choices as to what he wants to sacrifice this turn, and I will tell him how to activate everybody. So moving into Mike's turn, this is 4, right? Yep, turn 4.
All right, Haley's feet turn made Mike really have to, I guess, stall on his advance. The Ancestral Guardian is still contesting the control point, so nothing was scored there again. Mammoth actually did get a lucky scatter on Haley. It was just out of range and boosted the damage. And again, Mike's hot rolling is really doing well. He did 8 damage to her. But that was about it. Everything else just kind of shimmied around. They are just a hair out of melee range. Other than that, everything's good. We're going to move into my turn 5.
All right, I had a pretty small chance, and I took it, and it didn't work. I had 2 focus on the Hunter to boost the attack and damage, and put 3 on that Grenadier. This whole group advanced that way. Just the chain gunners ran, and the Grenadier walked, staying in base-to-base contact with both of them. And then he tried to drop 3 AoE templates on Xerxes. Haley had already time-bombed that group to give him -2 defense. So I needed only 7s to hit him, even with all his defensive ward shenanigans. And I hit him twice. He took 1 of them. I rolled a 17 for the damage on the second one, which he transferred off to the Mammoth, doing barely anything. And the third one missed. I needed all 4 to hit to drop all those Fury off him so that the Hunter could have a good shot at trying to kill him. Didn't work. And then, of course, add insult to injury, the Hunter missed its shot against the Cyclops. There's no chance in me taking out Xerxes, so I figured maybe I'll cripple that Cyclops. And he whiffed. We needed a 7, rolled a 5. This thing just does not want to die. And I shot the chain gun into combat against it.
Max and the Grenadier both attacked it, and I think did like a whopping 3 or 4 damage to it, and that's it. Over here, my mechanic unit just is providing some cover for Haley from the Citrati, and that's it. So let's see if Mike can polish me off in his turn. The game ends with Mike Citrati doing a little shimmying around the gobbers, and this one got super lucky because the gobber actually hit him and did 3 damage. So I was proud of the little bugger, but. Mike's boosted weapon master rolls are just too good. He couldn't roll anything less than a 3 on any of the dice. So he managed to get 9 damage through to Haley and kill her. Mammy did nothing that turn though. He tried like crazy to scatter all over the place and didn't kill a single model.
This area so that also Citrati could get in there.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if I managed to live, I might have had another shot at taking out Xerxes with all those clusters. How many Fury does he have on him?
He had 2.
He had 2. So yeah, I might have still been able to do it. I would have had to get really clever again, but it might have happened. You never know. But thanks again for watching, and hopefully we'll get in some more Warmachine bat reps before the Michigan Cup. And again, September 14th here at Gamer Sanctuary. Come rep your favorite store and play against some of the best players here in Michigan.